Hello brothers and sisters, this is Brother Victor Morales. I wanted to share with you a few of the things that I created when I was doing polymer clay regularly. I created a great variety of different pieces. This is one that is inspired by the seraphim spoken of in the Bible. Whenever you see wings, they're usually inspired by the seraphim. This was my faux turquoise, and this is my technique of chatoyant. It's invisible caning. You cane with one color in different shades. This is another of my faux turquoise, and this is also inspired by the seraphim. This was another one of my tutorials that I had created. I didn't even know that I kept all of these things. I had put this in a box when I was moving, and I just recently came upon them, and I thought, well, what a perfect way to start doing tutorials again, but by showing a lot of the pieces that I did. This is my faux jasper, I think. They're variations of the same, but with different finishes. Also, I did pieces like faux abalone. This was one of my most looked at videos, tutorials. It had something like 130 something thousand views. This is my faux mother of pearl, and the two of them together. These two were also a tutorial of my faux mother of pearl and abalone. Very realistic, very beautiful. These are my faux scrimshaw pieces. This is my faux bone application, and my faux turquoise application used in a different manner. And of course then you do scrimshaw with them, and these are the scrimshaw pieces, and they're very lifelike. They look a lot like the bone. And also I do like what I call wrapped beads. They're faux carved beads, and then I insert my faux stones within them, and this is basically a drop. And I do a tutorial with what I call faux carved beads, and this is my celadon and my amber tutorials, and this is my faux carved beads. And it's just basically a series of twists and wraps. And then I do pieces like this that are merely for tutorial purposes. You know, this is my stamping and my chatoyant techniques in the background. And then I also do chainmail, and this is my original weave. Everything I do is original to myself. I spend hours trying to create in new ways. This was my first and only attempt at steampunk. I just couldn't get it. I didn't understand it. I didn't like it when I was looking at other people's work, and I thought, well, I'm not going to allow that to conquer me. I'm going to try and see if I can do a piece. So of course I did my chatoyant background, and this was where I was trying to do faux, I can't remember, I can't even think of that stone. But in any case, it was an attempt at creating a faux labradorite. There we go. And this is another one of it, and there's again my chainmail pieces, and these are actually my first and only steampunk pieces. I think they're pretty successful. You know, I think that I overcame that so-called burden. I do simple pieces like this as well. These were tutorials just to show how you can utilize scraps, and I just glued the pin backs in there. Usually I bury them and show how to hide them. Then I do pieces like this that are a little more masculine, and this again is my chatoyant technique and faux stones. This is more of a masculine piece, and I back everything with my chatoyant techniques. I also like making little simple pieces like this and taking cutouts from a stem and then incorporating wire into them. This was a fun tutorial, and again, these are just a few of my tutorials. This is a bracelet, and then I did some I think they call them bobby pins, and just kind of, you know, dress them up a little bit. Another way of showing how to do fun quick pieces. Then I take settings and I put my faux stones in them and make them into nice little pendants. Very pretty, very effective, and very easy as well. Then these are my stamps, but I use my stamps with my faux stone technique. This is Veracite with some veining, and very pretty pieces, subtle but really pretty. And this was me just taking a pot that I found in the street and using it for the shape and for the texture on the clay. And it's a small piece, but it's done really well. It has like a braided finish to it. And these are just a few of my pieces. This was one of my tutorials where I was showing how to do a period piece. This is like an Art Deco piece. I forget what it was named, what was it, but it was inspired by I was showing them how to use molds creatively. These are molded pieces, and I was showing them how to make nice looking pieces of jewelry out of molds. And this is me just playing with spaghettis made from an extruder, and just twisting them and turning them and creating them into your own little components. So I do a lot of different techniques. This is just me trying to do some bas relief using my molds again and my chatoyant technique. This is a tortoise shell that I did, another tutorial I did of tortoise shell. This is a piece just using my molds in a creative way. Again, this is Victor Morales. God bless you.